Bobcats in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bobcats have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, middle. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk for just a second about Ohio. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gainer.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down and more. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal, and the defense is already on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that run, good coverage.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Finds his man. It's Hall. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets away from one. He's got space.
This is a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another for trying to run the win. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Wide open on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's up to 49 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Gets it out fast. He's loose on the right. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw again. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Single. Let's go.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Woo, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Snap to the back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Out of the end zone. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. Ball's in the deep ball. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up. It lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's caught. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Back to pass on second down. And the timing just a hair off. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Going with the ground game left. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. The 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Sweet cut there. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one.
Already kicked. Touchdown! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hands it off. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the 1st down and some extra yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Quarterback may change this route. They're going to run it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and...